Kaminator Gamez on cam.
Hey, it's Key.
It's Pops. Bang.
And it's Cinnamon.
Wow, you did it in a good time.
Yeah.
Let's hurry up and get this one over. What the heck, y'all?
Hey, welcome to KEE'S. If you are new, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified every time we drop a video.
Yes, and also if you want to donate to the channel, our cash app is in the description box below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yo, we did that giveaway, man. That giveaway was so lit.
That was so much fun.
It was so much fun. We were truly thankful that we were able to do that. So that was so much fun.
Before we get into it, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. We love to hear from you, as well as our family channels down there as well. Check us out. You will not be disappointed. I promise. Be sure to follow us on our social media, Instagram and Twitter.
Yes. Links are in the description box below as well. So, yo, y'all want to get into prayer? Let's get into groving. Yeah. All right. God's good, God's great. Thanks to who did right to receive. Please let it be a nurse to our bodies. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yo,
so yeah, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No, you go.
A thumbnail.
Oh, thumbnail. Okay.
Okay, guys. So what we're eating our leftovers. We went away for the weekend.
Yes, we did.
Pops did something that he hadn't done in a while, and it was extremely missed. I fired up the grill.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
It ain't been.
It's been 2 years.
I think it's been 4.5 years.
Wow.
Okay.
They missed the grilling, y'all. So
yes.
I fired up the grill. I did some ribs, some hot dogs, and hamburgers.
Yes.
And Mama Cinnamon made some spaghetti and potato salad.
Yes.
So that's what we are all eating on right now.
Well, we're eating leftovers, period. Leftovers because I'm eating leftover cabbage.
Yeah, she made a pot of cabbage the day before that, and yeah, man.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. How's everybody doing today? Yo,
good.
How you guys doing? Yo, and then we went, you also did something that we haven't done in a while. We actually went out the house and stayed somewhere else.
Yeah.
So,
That was a first for us.
yes, this is the first time since, okay. Put a lot of double shit on, but
We got to get away from the city.
yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man, yeah, we had to get away.
Can I see the barbecue sauce?
Which one? Double spray? This?
Yes, sir.
Let's just be honest.
What?
Let's just be honest with all that's going on in the city. We had to get away.
We had to get away, not just from the noise and the fireworks, which brings us to the topic for today.
Yo, y'all should try this double spray on these ribs. What's up for today?
Violence. Violence, and in particular in our area, in the Chicagoland area.
That's just violent.
Family, we got to take our city back, y'all. We got to stay prayed up. Hey, how many of us in back in the day, in our younger day, and making mistakes that we made it through because Mama prayed for us, and Big Mama and Big Daddy prayed for it.
Yeah.
It's definitely praying time.
It's beyond it. It's beyond it. And I think it's a lot of times a lot of people don't want to touch the subject, don't want to talk about it. But how can you ignore it?
I was just gonna say, how can you ignore it?
That's one.
It's not just Chicago, of course.
No.
It's violence everywhere.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about Chicago because I live in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't help but when I look at the news, I don't even like looking at TV, period.
It's
Because
heartbreaking.
when you watch the news, like even when we left for the weekend, I had no idea what the weather was going to be like because I didn't watch and see the weather. I didn't do none of that. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see it.
Oh, no.
We tend to try to keep the news off.
Oh, Chicago news is terrible.
That's horrible.
I mean, honestly, I don't watch news at all because I feel like it's depressing.
Well, not in Branson.
Nah, Branson was too happy, and I was like, this can't be that happy.
Like, too happy.
They was talking about
how can you be too happy?
the firefighters was giving away to kids and stuff.
Give away what?
They was giving away toys to kids in Chicago.
Napper.
Who need napkin?
You need napper.
Yo, Yo. Alright, I will eat manners today.
Wait a minute. Life for Tori, I'm still gonna send him. And we're gonna take care of the phone bill. Just get in contact with us. Send us that email.
You know, Life of Tori, you know what I'm saying? You hang out with Cam, your day will be your life would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? I said it's not. You know what I'm saying? But Cam is like, I'm like one of a kind. You feel me? I'm one in a trillion. You feel me? They could come closer than close.
Oh my God.
Yes. Cam, they never will be.
Ignoring it is not the answer. Not having certain conversations about it. It's not like it's not going on.
Because it's definitely going on.
And to tie it into Black Lives Matter, it's hard for others to sit back and be like, how can you want everybody to push Black Lives Matter when you're doing all of this, having all of this violence? And to me, it has to start with us. It has to start with us all. That's just my personal opinion. You know, that's just me. That's my thoughts.
Bro, just think about this. Remember about 6 months ago when we were doing the video, the music was extremely loud.
Wow.
You went next door and you talked to the guy and he turned the music down. All of about 15 minutes later, he turned the music back on. It was louder than what it was before. And now it's just to a point now, you would think honestly that they were in the house with us how loud the music is. It's ridiculous. So that's just the beginning. You go out there and you lift somebody up out of their shoes and then it's a problem. So I know that it's time for me to.
Yeah, I'll say this. I would say this. It's about, because I went to a predominantly black school, whatever, right? And when you gotta think, in my opinion, it's not a lot of positivity that's seen in like the urban areas. It's not a lot of positivity seen, and you gotta think about it. The kids that do try to go out there and seek the different, like, okay, yo, I'm about to start skateboarding, or I'm about to start listening to rock and roll or metal. Those are the ones that's picked on. So you sit back, you gotta think like, okay, I do probably want to be different, but if I want to get picked on every day I go to school, I'm gonna fall into that category. So it's easier to say like, yo, these kids are menaces, these kids are terrible, when there's not like any good, good things that's going on in these areas. I mean, you could go search it out, which honestly, thank God for social media, you can do that, but if you don't, I just think like one of the key things to pushing the importance of Black Lives Matter is pushing the importance of understanding like it's okay to be different, it's okay to be who you are as a person, because those are the people, the ones that, think about it though, some of the most smartest kids be the ones that be the worst. I know that for a fact. I had a friend who was a genius.
Turn their life around.
A genius. Some of the best hoopers or football players are the ones that's like the class clowns. But just because they're scared to use, like, to be smart, they're the ones that becomes the flunkies and the ones that be like, well, man, I wish my life would have went like this if it wasn't for that. So the key thing is that we need to start enforcing like, yo, be yourself, be who you are, if you a dude that lives like in a building where it's like 300-400 gangbangs or whatever, yo, just stick to what you think you're the best at. You know what I'm saying? If you write poetry, don't be ashamed that you write poetry. If you're a really smart person, don't be ashamed that you're smart. If you're a good basketball player, I don't think you'll be ashamed, like, yo, people will probably start betting on you, but, you know what I mean? Like, yo, just be who you are. Like, don't be afraid to show yourself, and I think that's what a lot of people
That's an excellent point, and in all honesty, that's something that Cam has really been pushing all along. We've had live streaming videos on the channel where we've had this conversation, and it would flat out turn into a debate because Mama Sentiment and I are saying, well, no, children have, or whatever, teenagers or whatever, you have a choice. And Cam was like, no, it's because this is all they see. So
you guys looking at it in a parent's perspective, whereas I'm looking at it as I've never been one of those people because I didn't care. I was just to metal. He was like, yo, what? And then like saying, yeah, they was like, yo, hey,
definitely different. That is a blessing that we've had with you. We're not afraid to be different or just afraid to be yourself, whatever that entails. And I think to that point, we can work towards a common goal solution of what can we do to help aid in that and bringing us from a parent perspective and you coming from, okay, well, I'm gonna be the voice for those that need examples to follow, and we can bring that together and come up with something, because we got to do something.
So I honestly, what I think is the most important thing that you could do for like a black man that's growing up in urban areas where it's a lot of violence is to put them around black people that are successful. That's why, honestly, I think my high school so much is because it put me in a group. I mean, of course, you know, I have you, I have dad, I have my uncles, I grew up with men that were very successful already. So, you know, it's just like, okay, I've been seeing this my whole life. But then, my high school, you know, they took us to a lot of different things. They took me to programs. Like, honestly, they exposed me to so many things. And then they taught us, like, that was actually a graduation requirement, where you had to go to like a summer internship. You had to. If you didn't do it, you would not graduate. So a lot of people would take, because they had jobs, they would count that as it. No, I feel like you gotta show people it's more than where you from. That's the key. You gotta show people there's more than where you from. There's more than 83rd and I don't know out South Streets, and there's more than what? Chicago Avenue. It's more than Pulaski, you know, North Avenue. It's more to Chicago. It's more to life than just those things. And once you start to see that, and you stop being influenced by the artists that you listen to, because that plays another role. Yeah. What we listen to as the youth. Because honestly, I listen to my drill music, and I'm not gonna lie. If I'm studying, I listen to some Chief Keef. I'm not gonna cap, and that really gets me the best grades. I don't know why. I've tried to listen to classical, I tried to listen to rock and roll, but somehow drill music gives me my best. But you gotta understand, those are entertainers. They're not doing the stuff that they're saying. So if they're not doing that, why are you out there like, yo, I'm gonna die for where I'm from? No, like, bro, go ahead, listen to some pop, listen to some Taylor Swift or something like that.
Listen to some love music.
No, don't listen to listen to some love music. You listen to some love music, you're gonna become depressed.
No, it's not depressing.
It's really not depressing.
I tried to listen to some Johnny Gill. I was like, man, I ain't got no chick I can talk to right now.
But you know what the problem is, honestly? The problem is you have so many parents. Like the relationship that we have with you all. You're over 21 years old. I wouldn't dare play with you like the way I play with you now at 12 and 13.
Yeah. It's age appropriate.
Yes, so it's a lot of stuff. You have grown men walking around dressing like they're about 17, 18 years old. If you go to the mall right now, and let's just say you don't even look at the front of them, you just look at them from the back. You see the long dreadlocks, like a hairstyle like that you're wearing right now. I'm sorry, but at 30 years old, you need to let it go. No. You have grown men and you have grown women that's walking around that want to dress like they're about 12 or 13 years old.
Now with that, I disagree. I feel like, yo, you could.
It has a lot to do. You have to, every age. In order to parent your child, you have to know how to be a parent.
That's true.
And a lot of this that's going on. If mom is 16 years old and she have a child at 16, not all, because like I said, I know a lot of young mothers. I know a lot of women that have had children at a young age, but grandma stepped in. What happens when Big Mama is not around no more? And that 16-year-old that's now 32 years old is raising a man, a woman, and I have had this conversation with so many women. A woman can only take that male child so far. She cannot teach him how to be a man. You gotta find some male figure, whether it's the mailman, whether it's the principal. You need a strong black man in that young man's life. That's how you're going to mold him.
And us as piggybacking on that, and us as men need to be mindful of what we're saying how we're moving and what we're doing, because this younger generation is paying attention. We have to stay prayed up for guidance and direction in it all. And definitely back to the point that I started with, ignoring it and not talking about it. Bless you. Ignoring it and not talking about it. That's a check on the cough chart. Yeah. 2 more and she's gonna be locked in the room.
Almost sneeze, she gotta get up.
Yeah.
She gotta take her
flight. We have to stay prayed up for direction and discernment in it all, but we can't just sit back and ignore it just because we don't personally have those type of issues in our home doesn't mean that we just ignore it and and not try to help little man down the street. Or someone that we may see that may be going down the wrong direction. One at a time, we can make a difference, and I think it's time out for being reactive and being proactive, and that's real. But a lot of our reactions is wrong.
I said like one thing I'd say I take to heart is, honestly, I feel like I remember movies that come to America. Kids are our future. Like these kids, you gotta look at what we grow up to, what they grow up to. Because I'm not one of them, but you gotta look. You got the games.
He's not one of them.
Huh?
You can live. You could take a person that was raised with just like I said with you all. I was a single mother raising you and Key.
Yeah.
And Daddy was there.
Yeah.
But we just wasn't in the same household. The sad part about it is you got a lot of women when the dad is no longer there, he can't discipline a kid. If you or Key do something and I make that phone call, he gonna come over there and handle his business. Cause that's what you're supposed to be able to do. When the mother a lot of times is not with the father, that's my baby, you can't. So it's so many reasons why it's just not young men, it's young girls too.
It's definitely,
and it's not gonna change overnight either. It's something that we're gonna have to.
I was a bad kid.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. But let me
that's why they can't get nothing over on her because of how bad she was.
Let me tell you all this. I had a wonderful mother and I had a wonderful dad. Why I was bad, I have no idea. I used to like to make people laugh. That was my problem. I used to like to make people laugh. And the more laughing, the more I would make people laugh, the more extra. The next time I'm going to do an extra. And so I know how a lot of times how kids think. It started out as that class clown.
Yeah, and also
not
getting that attention at home also plays a big role.
I got too much attention at home.
If you're not getting that love, like if you're not getting, like every night before we go to sleep, we all say, "Yo, love you." When I get off the phone, Dad, love you. Grandma, love you. Uncles, love you.
What was her excuse? She had it.
I mean,
she was just bad.
She was terrible.
No, let me tell you.
She was just bad.
You're just bad.
let me tell you all what it was. And I grew up with the same love. Like I said, I had a wonderful mother, wonderful dad, and I had a wonderful stepdad. The problem with me was I liked that attention. I thought stuff was funny, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of my older cousins, and they probably watching this video right now, a lot of them would be laughing with me, and I would tell them little stuff that I would be doing in school, and they would be laughing, so I kept doing it.
Well.
And so one day, my mother, she told me, you really embarrassed me today with you. And I'm like, whoa, embarrassed.
Yeah.
She said, I'm really disappointed that you were sitting up in the school. And I was like, oh, you embarrassing and disappointed. And that right there, it didn't take nothing else. But your mother to look at you and tell you that.
But you yourself had to change and feel that that hurt. That hurt enough for me to do something about it.
Because I was sitting up there, I was like, well, I was just sitting at the teacher's desk. It wasn't a big. She's like, but would you sit in my chair and you know you're not supposed to sit in my chair? No, you're supposed to learn how. And a lot of kids don't. Parents don't teach authority.
She had sat in the teacher's chair.
I had sat in her chair. I sat in her chair.
Bad, man.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's just honestly, I feel like the key is that understanding. Yo, first and foremost, where you from does not determine the person that you could become. What you see does not determine the person that you will become.
Absolutely. You
sit back. Like, honestly, one of my favorite songs to ever hear is Lupe Fiasco, The Show Goes On. It's a great song to listen to. No matter where you come from, no matter what you want to do, you can make whatever. You want to literally be the next president of the United States. I don't advise you to do that, but yo, you can become the president of the United States. Yo, you can, if you want to, like, honestly, and the crazy thing is, what people don't think about is that, honestly, we living in a day and age where it don't matter what you want to do. You can literally do it. If you want to make it pro basketball and you didn't make it pro, you can literally go on YouTube and play basketball against pro players. You're technically a basketball player. You want to create stuff, you can create your own stuff. So it's nowadays, like now, like that's why I say it's big that you learn who you want to be as a person. It doesn't, like, yo, they gonna talk about you regardless. And that, honestly, I feel like that's the best. If they talk about you, they gonna talk about you regardless.
Don't be afraid to stand alone. Standing alone meaning standing for what's right. If you have to stand there by yourself, do not be afraid to stand alone as long as what you're standing for is the right thing. Surround yourself around positive people and people that's going in the same direction that you want to go. Don't hang in a certain clique just because they cool and fun and they may get some attention. If they're not going down the right path, start your own.
I'm gonna be honest, yo.
Start your own.
Once you start hanging around those people, that means you know good. You start to turn into them, and then you turn it, like, basically they say, if you hang with the people that you hate, you turn into the person that you hate, literally. Like, it's literally.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you how simple it is. How simple it is. The little catchphrases that Cam say all the time. It cracks us up if one of us is doing something and we say something that he say to the other.
Yeah.
And it's not even our lingo to say.
Yeah, he rubs off.
Time out.
I'm just saying. I'm just using that as an example.
Lingo.
Yeah.
You're rubbing off on us.
You rub off.
No, I'm just surprised. Possibly like, yo, you're not speaking the language that I comprehend. You know.
I'm proud of you. But that just goes to show you, if you're around, be it positive, negative, there's certain things that's just gonna rub off.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah, and honestly, this video is not a video that we like, yo, we're up high. Like, no, man, I grew up people just like you. Man.
We want to be a part of a solution. We want to be a part of a solution. Man, let us know what you think about this video. Comment down below if you have any suggestions or whatever. Make sure you give us your feedback.
Yeah.
But let me say this right here. There's a scripture in the Bible, and it says that the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. And with so many young people that's dying, we don't know what those young people would have became.
The potential is unlimited now with things that's at everybody's disposal, and we just have to put it to use. Even those that's headed down the wrong way, man, y'all grab one to teach one, for real. Yeah. One at a time, and we can all get through this. Black lives definitely matter. This violence is definitely crazy, and we're not gonna be quiet about it any longer.
And stop buying your kids guns. Stop it.
Even
whether it's a wide gun, stop it. Just stop it.
I will also say another thing that really that changed me was like, I remember I was like 13, 14, right? This is when 360 was popping. Like, I'm old.
Yeah, you old.
He always get these moves and stroll down memory lane.
Dang, but yo, I
always stroll down memory lane.
Mom now would never let me get Call of Duty. And I'm like, yo, Call of Duty and GTA. I'm sitting there like, man, everybody at school like, yo, man, I just killed 10 people yesterday.
Not everybody.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I just dunked the LeBron James. I was upset, I'm mad. Everybody else like, yo, the map pack is over there, yo, hey, I'm about to go kill like 30 people tonight. No, so that. Well, I ain't gonna be able to do that because I'm about to go play basketball. Only games I had was basketball and
Sonic tennis.
Football and Sonic. I mean, I had a lot of other games, but those were the games that I played the most. And I was like,
Mario Kart.
Man. What? Man, I had Mario Olympics, yo.
But let me tell you this, right? It was a lot of stuff as a mother that I would do with you. Like even with hats, when he was like 6 months, a year old, maybe 2, I would buy him hats. After that, my son was not allowed to wear baseball hats.
Yo, my Uncle G, right? Yo, he used to wear his hat to the back. And so I was like, man, that looks so cool. So every time I try to do the same thing, I'll be like, take that hat off. Like,
nope.
Man, but I mean,
not wanting to, for other people's interpretation to rub off. And it had nothing to do with him or his mindset, just other people's mindset. And that's where we have to be cautious of.
It's 250 and they're popping firecrackers.
In the daytime.
Who's buying these kids firecrackers?
Their moms and dads.
Yo, you can buy firecrackers on every
sorry.
block, but
I don't never have to see or hear another firework a day in my life. I think I have exhausted my level of fun with fireworks for the rest of my life.
Dang.
But thank you for tuning in to this video. We ask that you be sure to comment down below. We want to hear from you, your thoughts, and we appreciate you. Love you very much. Till next time, we love you.
Yes.
And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Love and blessings to you and your family. We'll see you in the next one.
Hold on, prior to cutting off this video, yo, I will also advise anybody that's younger, yo, start looking at colleges that you want to apply to.
Yeah.
Start looking at colleges and start looking at people. Like I would say, I give you 3 people that you listen to. They might curse, but 3 people I always listen to. It's because I want to make millions and millions and billions of dollars because I want to create change. So I always listen to Dame Dash, any Dame Dash interview. I always look up the keys to success. I always listen to Dame Dash. It's a Denzel Washington speech, and then who else? I listen to Gary Vee. He curses a lot. So if you're like, no, I don't want to hear cursing. Who else? You got Grant Cardone. It's a lot of people that you can listen to. A lot of people you can listen to. Instead of listening to like the bad music, I ain't gonna say bad music because I'm not old. Instead of listening to like the good music, yo, like I would say fill your mind with knowledge. You know, fill your mind with knowledge. Fill your mind with things that they're not teach you at school, like about real estate. So when you're 13 years old, you learn more about real estate. When you turn 18, 19, you can start transferring that to money. So you don't have to think about, yo, I can sell dope or whatever, you know. Or if you're also thinking about like, yo, I want to become a musician. Think about this. It's different genres of music. It's really different genres of music in there.
There's 1,000 different avenues to get to be in the music industry. You don't necessarily have to sing.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be able to play an instrument.
Yes.
Or be able to rap, or be able to make cold beats. It's a ton of different avenues.
Yes.
And you just have to think. You have to open your mind and think. What ways can I go about getting to where I want to go?
Yes.
And
study. And legal.
And study, of course. And study. And figure it out. It's a ton of people they're living the dream right now, all because they figured out what it was and their passion. It's something I always say. If you are making money doing something that you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And that is the absolute truth.
And one thing I also this is something that I look up to, because I honestly love doing YouTube, and I mean like my goal is to be the best, and to be the best, I feel like I'm already the best, you know. Not to sound arrogant or anything, but
I'm not arrogant, but I'm the best. I'm kidding.
You know, right? You got to feel like, you know what I'm saying.
You have to.
When you feel that about yourself, it's gonna translate out into the work.
If not you, who?
You're nobody.
If not you,
nobody. You know, you gotta, if you feel that way about yourself, you feel like, yo, I'm the best. And once you feel like you're the best, you gotta get that in your mind. Like, nobody can outwork me for what I'm trying to accomplish. You get that in your head, yo, you'll be unstoppable. Look at Cam, I'm amazing. I love you, baby.
And on that note, we're gonna end this video. We love y'all because his head is growing by the minute.
Hey, Harvard said something for that one. I gave a good speech.
We love y'all. We'll see you in the next one.
Yo, adios, migos.
Bye.
I
guess I gotta find something. Everybody got a little outro way of saying something, and I'm just sitting here smiling.
I like this
because it'd be awkward. Bye.